Okay. Touch it. Greetings, weary traveller. Welcome to the Minotaur's Head, the internet's premier nerd pub. Come in, grab yourself a stool at the bar, and I'll pull you a refreshing... Well, we're basically scraping the bottom of the barrel this evening. So we have a refreshing pint of whatever you want to bring with you. Bring your own. BYOB.
Party.
Woo! And you can listen to the regulars discuss the highs and lows of 2016. So in case you don't know who we are, because obviously you may have only listened to us before, I am your bartender, Matt Moon. We are joined by three of our finest regulars. We are joined by Mr. Sin.
Hello.
We are joined by Mr. Tim.
Been a while.
And we are joined by Mr. Mad Manser, so I have to reach as if I'm going to cup your chin. And we're here this evening with a very special edition of the Minotaur's Head, Clinky Clinky, where we are going to discuss our favourite and least favourite things within our sort of spheres of interest of 2016. So without further ado, I'm going to throw you in the deep end, Mr. Sin. What do you want? What do you want to tell us about? What was your favourite thing this year?
Well, okay. So
or do you want to start with the bad thing?
No, let's do favourites. Why don't we all do our favourites and then all do our bad things?
Can do.
We want to finish on a downer.
Oh.
Let's do the bad things first. Bad things first. I mean, I know this year's been bad.
Yeah, that probably makes more sense. Okay. I wasn't completely sure what my bad thing was. That's why I was trying to defer.
Just 2016.
2016 as a whole. Okay, so let's start with an easy one then. Street Fighter 5 for me was a big disappointment. I think we've spoken about it a few times on the podcast.
We have.
It's a very good game, and I enjoy playing it briefly. But I think,
Damn it with faint praise.
I think, as we've discussed on this podcast a few times, the problem with that game is that it was unfinished, and they tried to rush it out to hit the tournament season.
Yeah, I did hear that.
And the problem was it didn't have the breadth of content that people come to expect from a modern fighting game. Characters particularly, but also it shipped with no arcade mode.
Yeah.
Which is just bizarre, really.
Did it ship with a proper animated story? Because
no.
Because
they added that as DLC.
We had this massive debate because I bought it just the other week.
Yeah.
For greatly reduced rates.
Sin is looking forward to thrashing him on.
I bet.
And it had loads of downloads, but
yeah.
we played it for the first, 3 hours, and we're like, this storyline sucks.
Yeah.
Because we were taking it in turns, and it's there's no storyline whatsoever. No. And then we found the DLC, the videos, and oh, download that.
Yeah.
Went away. Stopped playing it, woke up in the morning, thought I'd give it another go, and then suddenly, because obviously it downloaded by that time, there was video as well. We're like, where was this setting come from?
Yeah,
well, we'll play it. And it was really good.
Completely a new mode. Yeah, originally I think there was 2 or 3 fights with some stills in between.
Yes, with terrible
yeah.
Now, I'm
lines.
Not the biggest fighting game player. I like them, but not the biggest player.
Which is funny because he loves fighting in real life.
Well, but you don't really play a fighting game to watch the story. So does it matter that much?
Well, maybe you don't. But for a lot of people,
fight!
Round one.
No, I think it's an interesting point because I think that was a lot of people when they criticised it came back and said, well, they've made it for the hardcore fans who do tournaments, and so they don't care about the story and they don't care about arcade mode. They want to get online and fight and they want to do training mode.
Yeah,
I think that's great, but you're cutting off a huge swathe of your market.
And it is still a AAA game, and they're missing out.
Exactly. Who will buy the game because they think, oh, it's Street Fighter. I want to do arcade mode. I want to do story mode, and have lots of characters.
Yeah,
to play
because
with.
I'm very much a story mode player. I love the story, like Tekken.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, and if you compare. And they're doing great. They're adding stuff. You have to buy it, but they're adding characters and they're adding stages as they go along Street Fighter 5. And it's coming along. Yeah. And they've hit their second season of stuff now, so it's starting to shape up. But it just seems wrong to me that I've paid full price for a game that
and then not got
they kind of added stuff. And I think maybe this is indicative of a wider thing that I haven't liked so much this year because I think Star Wars Battlefront in a similar way
keeps pulling me back in.
It came out and it was maybe not as full as it could have.
Really gone back to it.
Yeah,
we were promised Battlefield with Star Wars and we didn't get that.
No, it's true.
No, then Battlefield 1 came along and blew it out of the water.
Yeah, no,
I just wish it was Star Wars themed.
Cool.
So with an expression Can you tell our viewers and listeners, so listeners won't be able to hear
Can
this?
I not?
Yeah, no, with an expression. Tell them how you
Facial
feel.
expression, come on.
Facial expression, one single facial
Why don't you do a
expression.
facial expression?
I think he feels like this.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
So, Mr. Tim, what has been your worst thing this year?
Why aren't you next?
Well, because I'm last. I'm always last. It's tradition.
Okay.
Worst, I would say, is the political situation, but we won't go there. So we will
We all
rather.
just go,
Yeah. So we'll rather look at the Oculus Rift delay. That
yes.
was torturous.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What can you say about it? Christ, they dropped the ball big time.
Yes. Yeah.
And it pissed a lot of people off. And I was on tender hooks for a month and a half.
Yes. No, I remember
Yeah,
every
that
time
was
you came on the podcast, you were like, "Have you had it yet?" No.
My F5 key is
sorry.
worn down to a nub. Yeah.
That's not prison talk, is it?
No, it isn't, sir. But if you do find a bar of soap under the table,
Don't pick it up.
I was wondering what I was doing under there. It's a trap.
so yeah, it was all worth it in the end. It's a great device, and you played on it. It was.
I have to admit, it did. I wasn't expecting to be drawn into VR very much, but it did absolutely blow me away, even on the prototype.
Yeah,
V2 was it?
and that was a DK2 running on a
DK2.
very underpowered PC.
Yes,
It was a
But even on that,
that was amazing.
The VR
Yeah.
experience blew me away, and having played now both the HTC Vive and the release version of the Oculus,
Yeah.
I can say that VR is great.
Would you say, just as we're talking about, we're in the disappointment bit, would you say it's lived up to our expectations? Because I wonder, my feeling, just the reason I bring this up is that whilst I think it's really cool technology, I don't feel maybe it's come through into the mainstream as much as I kind of hoped it might.
It hasn't. I think it will.
Yeah.
But it's going to take another year or so until it really starts to pick up speed and the pricing comes down and
I think that'd be
the barrier to entry lowers for the same quality. Because the quality is the base level it needs to be for a good experience with VR. But that will come. Yeah, that will come in time. It's general. Excuse me. It's generally exceeded my expectations in a lot of ways.
Cool.
The software library, not so much.
Yeah.
But again, that's a chicken and egg problem, which Oculus, to be fair, have been throwing cash at to fix. And that will fix it. And when that good software comes, in the next year there'll be a decent library of very good games, and that will push adoption of it along with the lower price point.
We'll cross that finger.
So you're still convinced that VR is the future?
Without a doubt. It's not just in gaming. They're using gaming as a launch pad.
Yes. Yeah.
And there's so many. The bigger areas for VR are in stuff like medical,
surgery and stuff. Yeah.
Military. It's going to. They're plowing. They've always have ploughed loads of money into VR.
Absolutely.
So that's going to take off big time.
It is weird because I know people talk about VR as being a big step forwards and stuff, which it is, and then people say that AR is taking over. But it always weirds me out because really the two technologies are really the same thing.
Well,
I mean, obviously
AR can do everything that VR can do.
Yeah, I mean,
theoretically,
obviously you just draw over the whole thing as opposed to drawing over just small amounts of things. But it's the same technology essentially at a very fundamental level. But
is it not that AR is more likely to be adopted by people who wouldn't think of putting on a full VR headset?
Well, you'd still have to have, if you want a decent AR experience.
Oh yeah, but via a phone and stuff, it gets people thinking, oh, technology can interact with reality.
I guess
like Pokemon Go,
to
for
like
example,
kind of the general public. I think AR is going to be much more appealing.
Yeah. I mean, you'll be able to put it on and get instructions on how to change something in your car engine.
Yeah.
For instance,
visually,
like turn that bolt,
but make a cup of tea or something.
Well, just if you're that dumb,
take it to extremes. But I mean, well, it's basically it would enable basically an encyclopedia of knowledge to be visually available and customized to your perspective, not just here's a video of how you do something.
Exactly.
It would literally be able to show you that, in fact, that was a cup
Yeah.
And that's the kettle that's right in front of you. And when that finishes boiling, which it now has...
Do you need us to teach you how to make a cup of tea?
No. I'm just taking this as an extreme, simplified set of instructions that, I mean, you could argue that somebody might not know how to make tea.
You sure this isn't a cry for help?
It isn't. But you literally...
I just need tea!
Tim. It's your house! But it does... I mean, it would literally say, you could highlight when the kettle's ready, finish boiling, and you could so that, instead of putting, like, water all the way to the top of the cup, it only needs to be, like, there, and then you can put milk on
There's
top.
definitely a lot of applications.
That entire... The fact that it's fully integrated into...
Do a lot of people piss you off with the way they make
Passing
tea?
the ball to you. What should at least think? What should
Yes.
at least
So,
think?
no.
Sorry.
With a single facial expression, can you show the people at home how disappointed you were? That was amazing. Well done. Anyway, the ball has been passed. Yes, Mr. Manson, what was your last least favourite thing? No, absolutely. Yeah, no, we diverged a bit, but it's okay. We digress a lot, so that's okay.
Okay, right. Probably the most disappointing gaming fiasco of the year, from my point of view. Although I still note that I haven't actually played this game,
so disappointed. He won't.
Well, no. And this is my point. It's not so much the fact that it's
No
the
Man's
game
Sky.
that was. It was No Man's Sky and the PR fiasco that surrounded that.
Yes.
So you haven't played it, do you own it then?
No.
You said that as though you own it.
No. I do intend to buy it, just when it's ridiculously cheap.
Yes.
Oh. Support indie studios.
No, not this time. God damn it! This is the really weird bit, because obviously they overpromised,
Yes.
which was a bad idea.
Yeah.
Though the ASA agreed that they didn't.
No. The argument for that one was.
I was
the fact
surprised
that,
at that.
Well, no, it was actually the reason I said that is because it's actually very specific about what was being complained about.
No, that's fair enough. Yeah.
Because what they were saying was that in the game trailers it wasn't representative of the gameplay.
Yeah. No, that's fair enough. Yeah.
The
rest
argument
of the
that
things,
they argued against was the fact that actually the engine is capable of that.
Yes.
And everybody
But-
knows that the games are not always exactly as the trailers.
That's fair enough.
Because it's supposed to hype the game.
But the rest of the hype you find.
No, and that's the point. They overpromised on kind of like the technical specification.
I think it was more than that, though. Because there were certain features that they advertised that weren't working fully in the full game. Like, they gave the impression you could play multiplayer and you could meet people in the galaxy. But when two people went, it was on different instances of the same planet, and they couldn't actually meet up.
But if you actually look back at the PR stuff, because I looked quite carefully, because I really wanted it to be multiplayer when it came out. Really wanted it to be, because I thought that'd be an amazing experience. But even before it came out, I looked online extensively, and there's actually a section. There's a video somewhere. I remember watching it, and the creator was saying, he was directly asked, "Is it multiplayer?" And he went, "No, it's not. You will never ever meet somebody in the game."
There were other quotes that said otherwise as well.
But that was just before launch.
But I think the reason the investigation into it went in their favour is because the people doing the investigation don't understand the gaming industry properly, and it's a particular watchdog, and they don't have a huge amount of experience in the gaming industry.
Oh, but they do everything, don't they? Yeah. So
They do. But
it's the
still, I just got the feeling that they didn't really understand the gaming market and gamers' expectations from an advert and what they expect from seeing certain things in an advert.
I see. I think
they were very much.
I think gamers are quite an entitled bunch. So.
Yeah, they are.
Well, that's true.
I don't know what you mean.
Or a lot of gamers. That vocal internet.
I wanted a better game, damn it.
Is it weirdly enough? Because,
Unlike us.
I'm not happy. You can play.
It's a bit weird because maybe I have a bit of a unique perspective because I've developed software for quite a few years, not games at all, but no matter what you do, right? So you have a meeting with your user base, and they say, "Right, we need it to do this," and you go, "Okay, cool," and you say, "I've written a spec. Here's the spec. Is this what you meant?" And they always say,
No.
"Yes, that's what we meant." So you create exactly what the spec says, at which point you give it to them and go, "Works perfectly as far as the spec that you've agreed is all fine." and they use it for maybe half a day, and they go, "It doesn't do anything what we want." And you go,
But that's not just
No, it definitely-
programming. That is anything.
exactly.
But
But
customers are a pain in the ass.
apart from that, but I cannot. You say one thing, they say another.
I like the fact
Potato
that
is
you've started
potato.
with this as your worst thing of the year and you're now defending them.
It's not really. I mean, I think, and this is the other point I wanted to make, because Sony, bless their consoles, they instantly washed their hands of the very small studio and said, no, they overpromised.
Yeah.
Terrible people. And I'm all right, maybe that is complete bollocks. But that's very much the impression you got.
Yeah.
Basically,
You
like,
did say,
it's
yeah.
all their fault.
You
They
say, yeah,
overpromised. They
overpromised,
shouldn't have
yeah.
said all of that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
having looked at all the material at
Yes.
the time,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Sony's name was all over that, and they
Yeah.
might have had a marketing department
Yeah.
somewhere that might
Yeah.
have
Oh
gone.
no, I have no doubt.
"Oh, maybe
No,
not."
it was Sony's marketing department that put it together, though. Surely.
Well, that's what you'd think,
Yeah.
but they were saying, "Oh no, it's definitely we didn't say that." No, we didn't say that.
So in a facial expression, capture your feelings towards this for our people.
It kind of goes like. It pretty much sums it up for me.
On that note,
stuff.
I'm going to get a drink. Can I get one from you?
The podcast is changing. Everyone's leaving.
Carry
No!
on. Carry on. I'll be back.
He will be back. We
top
paused.
Wait, you need to do short intermission.
Yeah, so we've just come back from a short intermission, which you may have noticed. Who knows? It depends how excellent our
My fault.
editors go.
Sorry.
The drinks have changed.
Who knows? Fuck it. Anyway,
You gotta do your bit,
we've got
your
my bit.
best.
Yes.
What's your best thing?
No. Worst thing.
Worst thing.
Worst
say it.
thing. I haven't finished yet.
Okay.
The
Yes.
Intermission in a strange place.
Sauce.
My worst thing this year, in a filmic sense, has got to be Suicide Squad. There is no
Still
other
haven't seen it.
taker. Don't watch it.
No,
It's
I know.
so shit.
You know I'm going to watch it.
I'm
though.
never going to know.
Like, I still haven't seen Batman vs Superman. I'm going
that
to watch
either.
it.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't if I were you.
Yeah.
I
It's
don't
got.
think, I'm not sure I have.
No,
What I
no.
find surprising is you're still going on about.
Oh, I'm
Suicide.
still so angry.
It's
because-
been ages.
I know, but the fact of the matter is that it is not only a complete and total misuse and lack of use of really good characters that you could do so much with, and complete just, it's not just the fact that it's a bad film either. It's the fact it compounds the badness of Batman v Superman and completely eliminates any of the hope that you were left with from some of the good bits from Batman v Superman. And it's just basically like you've been tripped over by Batman v Superman. You're lying on the pavement and you're thinking, "Ow, that hurt," but I think I can still get up. And then just as you go to get up, Suicide Squad jumps on your ankles, breaks both of them, and then proceeds to use your head as a football. And you're like, "I'm not getting up from this anymore." So it's just so bad.
So if I watch them, I'm committing suicide.
In essence, when you have a film that you pay Will Smith to turn to the camera and go, "What are we? Some kind of Suicide Squad?"
Didn't even know Will Smith was in it.
Yeah, he's the only saving grace of the movie, except for maybe Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. But again, that's because she's Margot Robbie, not because she's a good Harley
I
Quinn.
want your 1,000 Halloween costumes.
Yes, the
God,
yeah. And not many
years to
not
come.
much of them. Yes, absolutely. Just all
Almost the new The Crow.
Yes, no. But the nice thing is you don't have to call her slutty Harley Quinn. It's just Harley Quinn.
Even though the original character's not really slutty at all.
No, not at all.
She's
No,
slightly-
not at all.
She's in like a
full body cat
kind of
suit
Harley
thing.
Quinn
Yeah,
suit
with like a 3-layer Harley
Yeah,
Quinn
like a
hat and
dress.
stuff.
yeah.
She looks utterly ridiculous.
Was this more kind of old 70s Batman?
No, not at all. That was 90s.
really?
She came from the animated series first,
Yeah,
and when
she was
she's so
great
good,
for the
we'll put her
animated
back into the. We'll actually put her
Okay.
into the comics.
And then they had to slut her up.
Yes, exactly. They went, "You know what? People won't watch her because she's a girl. Let's remove everything except her pants." Oh, look, she's crazy. You know she's crazy because she keeps telling you she's crazy.
Oh, that's okay because I wouldn't have got it.
No, they're bad guys as well. They keep telling you that too. Oh, show don't tell. Anyway, it's with the bad guys. It's what we do. Fuck off.
I don't think anything you could say could ruin it for me.
Right.
Oh.
Suicide Squad in a facial expression.
Oh.
What was that, a gun?
I don't know. That's just hate. That's just hate boiling through me.
It's crushing.
Yeah, it's just crushing. It's the sort of thing that if you were Vader, somebody would be like,
Ah,
yeah. Kalima Shakti Day.
False choke.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Anyway, I can't quote that because you've not seen it yet. No, absolutely. People need to be punished for that. Anyway, so on to the good side of things, Mr. Sin, your best thing of the year.
Okay. Best thing of the year, broadly, Pokemon.
Tell them.
Hang on, am I in it?
Yes. Yes.
So,
you are.
Depends if you mean in the shop.
You
or
think
I mean-
you've been out of frame all this
I
time?
think I probably have. It's just been a hand. to drink wine. So yeah, Pokemon for me this year. I think that a combination of obviously Pokemon Go, which I'll talk about probably in a second, but I really appreciate the fact that Pokemon Go has been so successful and it has fed back into the popularity of the main series. And as I said a couple of weeks ago on the podcast, Pokemon Sun and Moon have been the fastest Nintendo selling game in this country ever.
Yes.
Which is ridiculous, really, and fantastic news for me because I think Nintendo are great and do want them to carry on.
Do you?
And I also quite like Pokemon.
Really?
3 more Pokemon and I finish my Pokedex.
Ooh. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's fine.
But look at the joy in his face.
I just had to.
Yes.
It sounded.
If you're listening on the podcast, trust me, he looks delighted.
I didn't know whether I should or oh.
So close. Somebody send me a Porygon-Z. Anyway.
Desperation.
And anyway, so can't talk about Pokemon without talking about Pokemon Go.
Yeah,
which
no,
has
absolutely.
been really the I think for me, although maybe stretching the word game a little, has been the smash game of the year.
Yeah.
And no matter if the fact that it's probably died off quite a lot now. I know none of you guys playing it. I am. But it got people outside. It got people talking to people on the street, playing a game together.
Got people
running
talking
around,
about Pokemon.
and got people talking about Pokemon. And I think it really kind of fits in with this, with society and the way, kids on their mobile phones all the time. Kids, this kind of social aspect of mobile phones, going to do, do things together outside. I think, and I think, say what you will about it as a game and anything else. And I know there are some negative things that happened and people got robbed and all that bullshit. But overall,
Idiots are idiots.
I think has Pokemon Go as a phenomenon has changed the way people look at mobile gaming and the way that people look at how you can how you can play a game
and what a game
I know
is,
it's not the first even type of game like that, but it's
no, but it was the first one to break that mold.
Huge,
absolutely.
And the game was just almost a carbon copy of I can't think what it's called, Ingress.
By the same company.
But you put the right branding on the right thing. It's absolutely
and you
There's
really
no
tapped
doubting
into
its
that
success.
nostalgia, which again fed into the sales. I assume of the games recently.
Always makes me chuckle from like the kind of gaming industry and the way people perceive gaming, because there was a report out by some research group or something. I think have to check it because I can't remember it entirely as per usual. And I don't have my computer in front of me.
No,
Typewriter.
My typewriter. I'm just checking.
What did you say? No, what are you saying? We know all of this stuff off the top of our own heads.
Oh, sorry, yes, absolutely. It's,
We
totally
never Google.
is it machine gun fire? No, it's easy typing.
This report basically said that all the benefits that people had from going outside and being really active with the Pokemon are now completely gone. Because obviously it's completely died down.
But you make Pokemon Go 2.
Well, they're starting to release new Pokemon that you can get in it. That's what they've done recently.
Yeah.
And you can get Pikachu with a Santa hat.
For a limited time
I'm
only.
looking at you over there. You know you want one.
Me?
Pikachu with the Santa hat.
I don't play it.
You want to get back in there. That's the universal design for a Santa hat.
Is it? Oh, is it like...
Sorry,
I'm not sure what's happening anymore. So, again,
Cool, that's
facial
me.
expression for your favourite thing of the year. Hey!
That's better.
The delight, listeners, if you are listening at home. Mr. Tim, your favourite thing of the year?
My favourite, I think it will be no surprise, was the Oculus Rift Touch launch.
No, surely not.
Not the Rift launch, but the Touch launch.
Yes.
Which happened a few weeks ago now. And
Don't hit the microphone.
yeah.
I'm touching him.
Oh, I see.
VR's
Okay.
like
It's a
that
visual joke.
Yeah.
If you're listening.
On an audio podcast.
It's not
All
on
right.
the
Well, no,
recording,
it could be on there, could be on
yeah.
YouTube, you're right. Yeah, you're
But
still
you
here,
need to
don't worry.
touch me with an Oculus.
Oh.
Listeners, he just touched him with his glasses.
Well, there was a movie
It
called
was too far
Oculus.
to do
You
with
could
my
watch the
eye.
movie.
There
It
was.
a
Done it with
DVD.
my eye,
But yeah, the touch controls turned what was already an amazing device and just made it a completely new game.
Cool.
Just it's astounding how good those things are. As there's some really good games out for it as well. They did an amazing job with the launch lineup. There were over 50 games on it.
Wow.
At launch, which did mean the last few months on Rift have been a bit of a drought of games, unfortunately. Everyone was waiting for the next thing, but they were all saving everything for the touch launch.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's just blown my mind. The touch controls.
It does look amazing.
Yeah.
The videos I've seen.
Well,
Stuff
I think when
really
we went into Reading to play on the HTC Vive, I said at the time,
You did. I remember you saying.
The biggest thing for me, the difference between the Oculus and the Vive, was the fact that they had controllers.
Yes.
Yeah, and your hands are in there.
It just meant that I was in there.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah, that's the
So
difference.
Like
it
Tron.
made a huge difference to me.
Like Tron.
A bit like Tron, yeah.
Just like Tron.
Just like Tron,
Yeah, there we go. Just like Tron.
But I mean, both systems have their positives and negatives. They're both very good VR systems, and I really enjoyed playing with both of them. The touch controllers do have the edge without a doubt, because they can track all your fingers and you can do different gestures and stuff.
Wow.
Which is, it tracks those. Basically, so that's one. But yeah, it tracks those in like 4 different positions, I think it is.
Nice.
Each one.
That's a good start.
Yeah, it is.
It does make porn much more interactive.
You've got two hands there. I see what
For
you're
those
saying.
at home,
Oh my god!
why are you milking a
No,
cow?
don't-
Let's
not
Two
go-
cows.
Two bulls.
2 bulls.
Whoa.
Ew.
2 cows, both called Nigel.
Say that. That's not my bit.
So how would you sum that up in a facial expression for those watching at home? Excellent.
Nice.
Oh, we have much more to come up with. This is excellent, Mr. Matt Manson. What has been your favourite thing of the year, 2016? What is the biggest gift it has given you?
I wouldn't say the most. I can't remember what the hell is probably the best thing, because there's been so many great things and so many terrible things. But I'd say the most surprising thing for me was the fact that one of my friends.
That's not what you're supposed to do.
I was going to say that's not answering the question.
Changing the rules here.
I'm going off road. But basically, like, so one of my friends really into football, absolutely loves it, loves the FIFA games. I don't like football at all, and I can't be bothered with it, and it bores the crap out of me. So I'm sorry, it just is.
It's okay. I suspect anyone who's watching probably feels much the same.
So I got convinced that I should really try like FIFA 17.
Yeah.
And I agreed to do some recording with him, and to my shock and surprise, I actually really like it. Which
Good
is
Lord.
really confusing.
I used to be into. I was always crap, absolute shit. But I used to play a lot of football games with Danny, because he's a massive football fan,
That
and
must have been one of the
I used to
people.
game with him all the time. So I really enjoyed playing them, but I wasn't very good. I didn't understand the game well enough to.
But that's what concerned me slightly, because after a few games, I was like, oh, actually, I can understand why I'm not doing as well as you. So I started to change my game style, and then I started messing around with like the formations, the teams, and I found myself getting really into it. Like, probably like, he's fielding something. I better do this then. And then like by the end of it, I was actually doing okay, which really shocked me.
I feel like
because
I should denounce you as some sort of heretic.
I think I should just walk out the back and shoot
He's as
myself.
surprised as that.
It's like, I didn't know I was into heresy, I just am. Who knew the devil was so much fun?
It's one of those guilty pleasures.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what about is the RPG bit any good? Have you played that?
Oh, actually, yes. Sorry, I know we did discuss this, but I actually really enjoyed the story mode, which is basically
Because that sounded ridiculous to me.
Yeah.
it sounds
the
ridiculous, but you go from like being a really rubbish player to like like a proper Premiership player, whatever it is. See, I still don't know the terminology, but basically,
Sport ball player.
It goes through, and it's got like
Soccer player.
it's got some actually pretty good storylines. So like
To be fair, you were defending fighting games with storyline, and now double standards, mate.
but that was probably one of my favourite bits about FIFA 17 was the journey, where you go from being an absolutely a good player but not known about to like, and I struggled all the way up for the first like bit of the game because obviously I was trying to learn desperately how to actually play football, And then you get leased out to like the lower divisions because you're a bit shit.
Oh right. So what do you do? And is it just you? You don't play the team. You just play as one character.
You can play.
Oh, okay.
Just like either way, so it's up to you.
In a corner, yeah, just going.
Oh, you're playing left back. I just stand there and watch everybody.
Well, that's the thing. You've got to keep your. I mean, that's the whole. You kind of got to keep your position as the formation moves up. You keep your position and stuff. Okay. So you're always in the. Have
so
the
it's
ability
like.
to move.
I've lost all of my words.
I don't know. A manager game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, no,
I was going to go with
like
formation swimming.
Forward, backward.
I think it's both, but it has the manager game there, and you can turn either side of the game on and off. Is that right? So you can do just the manager side of the game.
I don't think so.
No.
Well, I don't. Well, no, because.
I thought you could automate the games if you wanted to.
You can
just do the management. There's a big market for football management.
There is, as well. But that really wasn't the appeal for me. To be honest, I mean, I love management games. I really like it. But to be honest, with a football game, it's like.
Well, it allows you to fast forward past the games that you know you're just going to trounce them. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, but it does do the normal thing of like it automatically increases the difficulty level. So because I was playing at like the lowest level, whatever that was.
Even in the league, it does.
Even in the league, because like halfway through, it just went, oh, now you're at like pro level. So do you want to like automatically switch up? And I go, no. I've just beaten someone 5-0. Not really.
This is the best power trip of my life.
Does this make you some sort of digital jock now? No, you're like in America. You have the jocks and you have the nerds.
Up for our
yeah, absolutely.
I don't. No, surely.
Who do you
You're
support?
United games and American football games.
To be fair, like ever since I was like, I don't know, 6 or something, I remember at school I always used to get, oh, you don't do football. No, I don't do football. You got to support somebody. I was like, do I?
Yeah.
No, you got to support someone. Choose. I was like,
you must.
And I literally just
and it
said,
better be the right team.
Who's winning? And they went Liverpool, and I went, I'm a Liverpool supporter. And I just went, you're just a fair weather supporter. And I just went, I don't even like football.
You just made
damned if you do.
I prefer sumo.
What am I supposed to say now? Anyway, but that's my biggest surprise of the year.
So yeah, how would you sum up your turn to the dark side with a facial expression?
Yeah, that's
so since you're changing the rules, what was your favourite cake of the year?
It's got to be chocolate cake.
Wins hands down.
Every year. It's cake. There's no year where it's not. Well, 1987 for that 1 year.
Maybe. Vanilla.
Carrot cake for me, to be fair.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
what?
Carrot cake.
I love carrot cake.
Or cheesecake.
Why?
I'm sorry, that isn't really...
Hang on, you didn't hear what you said then. Say that again.
Courgette.
Punch him.
No, I'm with him. Courgette cake is actually... I was surprised myself.
This has taken a weird turn.
Danny and Julie grew way too many courgettes.
Oh my God.
Made courgette cake. And I don't like courgettes at all. But it's
the thing
actually
is,
really moist.
Carrot cake and courgette cake is it's like, here's a little bit of courgette, here's a little sugar, and some chocolate. There we go.
And it makes really moist.
My point is the courgette content is minimal.
It can be quite high as long as there's lots more
sugar. The taste of courgette.
The balance is
somewhat
not there,
covered by the large amounts of sugar.
I seem to have turned the podcast into
that's
a
okay.
cake
Yeah,
review
absolutely.
show.
No, it's good. I like it. Personally, though, I'm much more of a chocolate.
Tune in next week
Yeah,
for baking
understand
tips.
Yes, baking tips. Absolutely. Tim's baking tips.
You don't want to go there.
Minotaur's oven.
Tray bakes with Tim.
Minotaur in the oven.
Right.
Yes, my favourite thing of the year. Filmically, it has to be. Well, it's a toss-up between Room, which was a fucking amazing film.
That
at the
was
beginning of the year.
damn good.
It just blew my mind. But more recently, that was the one where you had the young boy who grew up in Room, which is like an 11-foot square room, and he doesn't know anything outside it. And gradually, as you watch,
his mother's in there as well.
His mother's basically been kidnapped, and he's a product of that kidnap. It's really, really dark on one level. But they managed to keep the darkness away from him, and you see it from his perspective and how well his mother has protected him from the horror of the situation. It's brilliant. Nice. The second one, though, is Arrival, which I saw a couple of months back, or a month ago, which blew my mind. I walked out of the cinema looking at life differently. It was brilliant.
Oh, right.
So it's a story about basically aliens turn up.
Yeah.
And everyone goes, shit, aliens! And then they go, we need someone to talk to the aliens. Amy Adams, you and this are a linguist. Come with us. I can't remember who she is in it, but because she does such a good job, I wasn't even listening to her name.
Hawkeye's in it as well.
Hawkeye is in it, and he's really good too.
Yeah.
Jeremy Renner.
Hawkeye.
So Hawkeye.
Ken
Yeah, sorry.
Barton.
Yeah, it's Hawkeye playing Jeremy Renner, playing another character.
Yeah.
That's how deep it
Layers
goes.
upon
layers.
There we go.
So basically, she turns up and starts trying to translate their language and realizes that. And basically, the film isn't about aliens. The film isn't about invasions or anything about that or anything like that. It's about what it means to be human, what life is, what time is, what memory is, or how you look at life, and how your knowledge and understanding of language affects how you think about things. It's really deep, but at the same time incredibly well put together, so you don't think about it, how deep it is, until you walk out and you go, holy shit. And Amy Adams is fantastic. Hawkeye is brilliant. His version of Jeremy Renner playing someone else is amazing.
Okay.
And yeah, it just blew my mind. It's fantastically filmed. It's done by Denis Villeneuve, who did Sicario, which, if you haven't seen, is fucking amazing. Most tense scene in a traffic jam that I've ever seen in my life. It's true. Seriously, watch it. It's amazing. I won't even give you the context because it's fantastic. But yeah, he's now going
Well,
to...
what about Deadpool?
Deadpool was good. Deadpool was very good.
No, I mean the car crash.
The car crash was good, but no, it wasn't even a car crash. It was just
it wasn't
sitting
intense,
sitting in a traffic jam. And it's so intense, it's amazing. But anyway, Denis Villeneuve is also going to be the director of, or is the director of Blade Runner 2049, which we recently saw. That
Yes.
exactly.
I've not
And
seen
it's rumoured
the
to
trailer
be
yet.
sorry, I'm slipping news in under the door. It's rumoured to be in the running for the director of the new remake of Dune.
Ooh,
Exactly.
I didn't know there was a Dune remake.
Yes, it's up and running again. So there we go. So, but yeah,
questions.
Yes, exactly. No more questions. Nothing more.
Not Rogue One.
Not Rogue One. Rogue One was awesome. I really enjoyed it, but as a film,
For more on Rogue One, watch our Rogue One video.
yes, indeed. Watch our Rogue One spoiler special.
Don't
video.
play it for Tim.
Don't play it for Tim.
We can probably play it for Tim in a few
Yeah,
weeks.
absolutely. Yeah.
Hopefully a few days.
Yes.
Not leaving it that long.
I was leaving
Not
myself
after
a
the
big window.
tragedy of being told the major twist of the last one before.
Oh yes, of course.
no.
That was awful.
Jesus.
So that was my filmic.
So we need a face.
I've got even sound effects.
That was beyond my expectations.
Absolutely. Under promise, over deliver. Unlike No Man's Sky. Booyah! Get that last kick in. It's brilliant. Watch it. It's very good.
Sounds good.
So I think we have covered the best and the worst of nerdery within the cat. Within 2016, so I think that's all that leaves us to do is to wind up proceedings for this year, basically. Yeah. So it's thank you very much for joining us here at the Minotaur's Head, whether it be on video or on podcast. Go and watch the video. If you haven't watched
releasing them on both.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, good stuff.
Strip the video out, sell it as something else. New money for old rope or something. That's not it. Fuck it. New money, old rope, some people and stuff. Anyway,
fancy stuff.
It is. It's worth watching twice, or listening to once and watching once.
Yes.
So all that leaves me to do is to say it's goodbye from me and it's goodbye from Mr. Sin.
Merry Christmas and Happy New
Goodbye to
Year.
him over there.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
There we go.
Thank you very much. Tell your friends.
I don't think you're in.
I'm not sure. Goodbye from Mr. Tim.
Cheers, guys. It's been a while. See you again soon.
And it's goodbye from Mr. Mad Banter.
Goodbye. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Bye. So thank you very much.
We won't get this out until like
Fuck it. We'll see you again at some point.
And happy Easter.
Happy Easter. And have a lovely Valentine's Day. And we'll see you at some point in 2016. Don't know when we'll get the chance to do a full video roundtable like this again, but if you've enjoyed it, let us know and we will do our best to do so. I might have to join in via Skype or something. But we'll see.
Could fix something.
Well, we could do something. You just put a tablet up here, like moon face. It'll be good. I should say, of course, the other best thing that's happened in this year to me is my wife is pregnant. I'm sure Tim thinks the same.
Likewise.
Because my wife is pregnant.
Separate wives.
Okay.
Both pregnant.
Yeah, both
called Jen.
Separate wives, both called Jen, both pregnant. Who knows who's the father? Fuck
I've
it.
not seen them in the same room.
They're like Superman, but pregnant. Anyway, yes, so we'll see you again some point in 2017. Bye!
Bye. What would you do if there was only one baby between you?
That'd be weird.
Cut it in half, he can have the butt end.
I think it would already be cut in half, wouldn't it?
Touch me. touch it. No, don't touch it.
The beard. We've got the glasses kind of peter out.
Yes, glasses and the beard. Peter out as we go around.
Glasses, beard, glasses.
Journey.
No one's gonna come on your house and go, "You said this on the podcast. It's not good enough. You're fucking. They're gonna punch you."
Excellent.
Can you sprout the beard halfway through?
Can I? No.
Be like,
Swap glasses.
yes, he can.